Self-improvement has become a pretty big movement during the 21st century, right? The first moment we open our social media feeds, we open whatever type of media we consume, we see these self-improvement gurus. Now, including myself. As I said, I'm not exempting myself from any of these things that I talk about. But why are you failing at self-improvement? What is it that you're doing wrong? Are you not following the advice? Are you implementing it incorrectly? Why are you failing? Why are you failing? We're going to be exploring 4 reasons why you're failing at self-improvement during this video. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn on the post notifications bell. Let's keep it going. Now, when it comes to self-improvement, the key is to really stand out. The key is to really be doing something that nobody else is doing something differently from other people and not following the herd. This is why most people fail at self-improvement. They follow the herd. They follow the advice that, every other person is following. They listen to the same advice, they follow the same steps, and they wonder why they get the same lame results. Did that just rhyme? But they wonder why they get the same results, and this is because you're not thinking outside of the box, right? What is it that you can do differently or more efficiently in your self-improvement journey that will actually help you see better results, right? We hear in a lot of social media influencers say that, you should get up early, you should have a journal, and I preach that myself. But how do you organize that journal? What can you do differently to set yourself apart? How can you make it easier for yourself to actually get those things on that journal done for? And this is where you need to be thinking outside of the box. This is where I can't give you advice. I can only tell you to make things easier for yourself. Instead of just, listing a to-do list, why not make it colorful? Why not make it, in a way that you can understand and that you can actually, find fun in following the things on there, if you understand what I'm saying. So make yourself stand out. Approach your self-improvement journey in a unique way. Second reason why you're failing your self-improvement journey is because there is no consistent effort. And I've said this before, people are motivated for 1 or 2 days, then watch this motivational self-improvement video, they're motivated for 1 or 2 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, and then they just stop.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Now, why is that? It's because people lack consistent effort. People lack the discipline to implement consistent effort. And unfortunately, self-improvement is not an overnight fix. Self-improvement is something that takes a long time. It requires small steps to be implemented over a long period of time to see big results. That is actually such a perfect definition of self-improvement. Anyway, you need to be staying consistent. And you need to be implementing consistent effort. You need to be improving on a consistent basis to make your self-improvement journey worthwhile. So don't just start with something, finish it. Once you start with your self-improvement journey, once you start with reading, once you start with, having a to-do list every single day, don't skip a day. Don't skip a day of meditation. Don't skip a day of workout. Don't skip a day of your self-improvement journey, because that is not consistent effort. Essential component that is missing from your self-improvement journey is that there's no detailed plan often. You have this rough idea, you have this rough sketch in your mind of exactly what you want to do, but you have not put it down onto paper. You have not put it down into something tangible that you can see. You need to put something tangible, right, that can remind you of how far you need to go, of what you need to do to reach your goals. If your goal is to lose weight, you have to be willing to set a weekly target in terms of how much weight you want to lose per week, right? And make sure it's realistic, make sure it's attainable. We're not going to discuss the whole SMART goals concept, that's a whole separate video, but make sure you have a detailed plan as to how you're going to achieve that goal. You're going to go to the gym, you're going to change your diet up, you're going to cut out all of the nonsense. That is a detailed plan, and you need to be willing to put that on paper so that you can be reminded of it every single day. You need to remind yourself of it when you wake up, you need to remind yourself of it when you go to sleep, and you need to remind yourself of it throughout the day. Make sure you have a detailed plan in place, because without a detailed plan, You know your destination, but you do not know the turns how to get there. Final error that you're making during your self-improvement journey is you're changing your approach and your plan too often. You know what, when something fails, we go back to the drawing board, we restructure a new plan, but there's no use in you having a detailed plan and you changing it every second day. That is just going to lead to confusion, and it's going to lead to disappointment, because the plan that you had earlier might have worked if you just properly implemented it. It might have worked if you just stay patient with it. So there's no use in constantly changing your approach. There's no use in utilizing 1,000 different strategies to improve your life. Find a strategy that works for you and stick with it. If that strategy does not work after 2 months or 3 months, then I could argue, yes, let's go back to the drawing board, let's restructure. But if you're seeing consistent results, do not get greedy. If you're seeing consistent improvements, I would stick with that strategy. Whether it's getting up at 5 a.m. If getting up at 5 a.m. is leading to amazing results, keep getting up at 5 a.m. Don't change it and wake up at 4 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Don't change it. Don't fix something that is not broken, they say. That is an old cliche saying that still holds water to this day. But make sure that you stick to the plan you've been implementing. If that plan has been working for you, stick with it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you very much for watching today's video. Make sure that you subscribe for more content like this, and make sure you go and interact with me on my social media profiles. I hope to see you soon.